graybeards, fans, family, and friends. Welcome to another episode of Drive Time. My name is Wayne. I'm on my way home from work. As usual, I try to do these on my drive home, hence the word Drive Time. Not a whole lot going on in the automotive industry, the usual banter of, recalls and garbage products out there. I don't care what it is you drive. What I was going to talk about today was oil changes. As you see, I'm driving in, if those who have seen me before, I'm driving in the 2008 Dodge Caliber that has it's just shy of 234,000 miles. And I was just driving home the other day, and I was wondering how much I had spent over the last 17 years, 234,000 miles of ownership. How many oil changes have I done? And what is the cost? To be frank, I don't know. I have no idea what I have spent. I can tell you what I spent on it this last oil change. It takes 5.3 quarts of oil. Don't ask me in the metric things. I don't know how many liters that is. Some of you may know. Excuse me. And one oil filter. Now here in South Carolina where I live, you pay a tax on used tires. When you buy, tires, you pay a tire disposal fee. When you buy oil, you pay for an oil disposal fee, which I think it's like $2 cents, somewhere like that, per quart of oil. The oil filter I put on was a Wix filter, which was, I think it was like $12 or $13 at the parts store at O'Reilly's, the auto parts. And I bought the O'Reilly's oil, high mileage, just takes 5W20, and I think it was $20-some. I think altogether with the filter and the oil, it might have been closer to $30. I think it was almost $43 just for the oil and filter to change the oil on the vehicle. I don't know what it costs to go to one of those quick scam oil change places or Walmart oil automotive center, whatever. I don't know what it costs there, because I can imagine if they're doing it, they're buying their oil in bulk and their filters in bulk, so they get a better, obviously better pricing. Plus they gotta pay somebody. So who knows? I have no. Anybody knows? Write it down there in them comments down there what you think or what you know to be what they cost. I used to get them done at the dealership. They were usually pretty reasonable, because then they try to upsell you. Hey, you need a new air cleaner, or you need, I don't know, blinker fluid. I don't know, whatever. They would always, pressure you to upscale or upcharge you for other services. Whether they're needed or not, that's up to you to decide when you have your oil or your service done. I also did oil change on my 2017 Chevy Cruze diesel, which takes about the same amount of oil, but it's a different oil. It's a special oil, Dexos 2, which is basically a European spec oil. It's supposed to help with detergents it's got in or whatever for the diesel. I don't know what that costs, and that takes like a little over 5 quarts in that too, if I ain't mistaken, or just shy of, something like that. I buy that. I have to buy that online because nobody around here really carries it. They got Dexos 1, but they don't have 2. It's just some additive that they put in it. And I think But the filter and that was spendy because it's a synthetic oil. The filter is a AC Delco cartridge style filter, and that was probably $50. So I spent like probably $90 to $100 just changing oil in 2 vehicles, and it took me, I took my time. I wasn't in a rush. I made sure all the old oil come out. I'm not, saying I got every last drop like Maxwell's. Those that are older will know that reference. But it probably was better than an hour for the 2 vehicles, say 30 minutes a piece, right? Plus, I do a little inspection. I check everything, all the fluids and everything, make sure there's no indications of issues, oil leaks, or that kind of stuff. And everybody should be doing that. Don't be afraid to do your own oil. Now, I know some states, I don't know how you get rid of your oil, your used oil. Like I said, South Carolina, they have recycling centers, quite a bit in every county, that you can take it to and pour it into a large receptacle for their used oil. I think it's a good thing. I would think that every state has that. They should. If they don't, they should. One, they could resell that used oil to recyclers that recycle the old oil for other purposes. To make that plastic bottle you're drinking your water out of, your soda. So if you don't know, plastic's petroleum based. Anyways, if I at a 234,000 miles, I change the oil in this about every 5,000 miles. How many is that? I'd have to do the quick math, What is that? 20 oil changes per 100,000 miles? No. Yeah. So 40 plus oil changes, say, averages out at $40 a pop. Well, you do the math. That's an expense, tires and all that. These tires have 50,000 miles on them. I'm surprised at how well they have done. They're a prime well. I don't know who makes them. Probably made in China. I don't know. But they've been pretty decent tires. Knock on wood. Now I'll probably have issues with them. My luck. Been pretty good tires. They still got quite a bit of tread life left. I didn't really measure them. I just looked at the wear indicator on the tire. Still got quite a bit. I could probably get maybe another, at that rate, maybe 10,000 miles out of them. I don't know. But since this was down for 10 and a half months, I didn't put 14,000 miles on it, which is about what I would have put on in this car in 10 months. But it'll probably need tires soon, and we'll see. You never know. But anyways, I bored you enough. Been about 9 minutes. Hey, if you got something you want to hear me talk about, rattle on for 10 minutes or so, drop a comment down in there. Something you think, give me your perspective. It helps me out. If you want to like it, like it. I don't get paid to do this or anything. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. Have the rest of the week. You should see this coming out tonight or Thursday night or Friday morning. We'll see. But other than that, end of the week. Tomorrow's Friday. Weekend's coming up. You guys have a great weekend. I hope you had a great week, and we'll catch you on the next one. God bless.